channel. You saw the title of this insightful topic, but is it true? Are strip clubs and dance establishments starting to see less people? I mean, if you ask me, you might as well go to Hooters. Hooters being a restaurant you can go to where the girls kind of dress sexy and you can eat hot wings and barbecue wings and drink beers and everything. But see, they don't dance and all that. You got to go to the strip club sites for those type of places. But some say they saw this coming. First, you was hearing this during the pandemic for sure. Spread of COVID at the time. So they were encouraging everybody to stay 6 feet apart and everything. And I really believe that that's what started this quote unquote polyandry. Where did I see this? On a bunch of TikTok compilation stories. The dancers were saying how frustrated they were. Dancers that's probably been in the industry like 10 plus years. You've been in anyway, you got to just on. I thought I was like, had had like it's been flat out fighting for and going on strike just for higher pay. You feel me? So that's an idea too for dancers. I think it doesn't matter as long as you're in a legal, any type of legal profession, not as far as legalities or the court of law. I don't mean in that way, but as long as what you do to earn money is legal, I don't see why you can't step up to the batting plate and demand more pay or whatever you feel like you're entitled to as far as workers' rights. So I don't think that excludes dancers at all. Actually, it makes you think a lot. Because if somebody that's been doing that type of work for a while would know what kind of money that they usually get a return from, right? So that must be crazy. Um, Maybe more people are just staying at home. They don't have it. This is what one dancer described. She said it still be people in there, like it ain't empty, but it's empty as far as the money because they like to just come in there and sit down now. Apparently, they don't even be throwing money like they supposed to. She said it's annoying because with what she does, that's exactly what they're supposed to be in here doing. Like she was saying, you don't have no money, you shouldn't even be coming to the club. But no, she said that's what it looked like now. People just come in there and sit around and watch them dance. They might throw a few change here and there, but they're not throwing money like they. And some could say that's unfortunate, but it might. I mean, because what are you doing? You take money from any profession, eventually they're gonna end up having to shut them places down. I mean, why do you even still need those places when you have apps like OnlyFans? That was just my personal like reaction or question to the topic. Um, if everybody doing everything virtually anyway, all these dating apps that's out here, why would people still go to the strip club? But these dating apps always really existed though, if you think about it. Not the apps exactly, but maybe the chat lines. They always have ways that people could meet people. It's just crazy. Like, I thought I had heard that a few years back too. It wasn't just strip clubs, like all kind of clubs was getting a decline in business. Not so much bars, but clubs for sure. I thought, I don't know, because it all trickles down. Because I don't know, people probably think strip clubs and dancing are not related. And if it's entertainment, it is still tied into higher entertainment industries. And now I can see how. You feel me? Because it's like, in a nutshell, if you're not trying to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, or I'm talking about like professional dancing on that level, like cheerleading or those dance shows on TV, or you're trying to be what a stage dancer for a celebrity. Because the future of strip clubs just does not look bright right now. It's my opinion. But it feel like sometimes it feel like somebody be standing from afar just pointing like, look, she's having fun again. Like let them tell all about life if they want to. But look, she's too comfortable. She's enjoying herself too much. Like, yeah, and Christmas ain't even here yet. It has nothing to do with getting on $50,000 yachts and you notice we don't say nothing when people do that. We see them travel on jets and do stuff every day. And people just say, well, they deserve it. No, you deserve to be happy. It says that even in the Constitution, like your pursuit of happiness is your responsibility. And it doesn't take a yacht and all these fancy things to make everybody happy. I'm sure it wouldn't make anybody sad. Don't get me wrong, but think about the foundation of life, the pursuit of happiness, bro. If you're not trying to chase it at all and you spend all your time looking at somebody else's, of course you're gonna feel. That's why they be saying misery loves company. That's one quote I find truth in. It's crazy because like if both of y'all busy chasing your happiness, you should both be. And I don't mean in a relationship. I'm saying it takes two for somebody else to point out every time they feel like somebody doing something that makes them happy. Like so what? That just means you become a professional at spotting when that person's light bulb is on. They light any type of light. They light bulb in the mind. They light bulb when it comes to their joy. That is so stupid to me. That person's happy again. Like I don't know why I just had that vision of it. Like it is like somebody be doing it though. Look, that person called themselves happy again. It's one thing to keep me being happy, but to say I'm trying to be, that's just crazy. Like I'm trying to look that way. That's not something you can just tell at certain moments. How is that person's well-being overall? So I just don't agree with the way whatever scale people use to tell if somebody happy or not. Now, I can tell a happy person when like I can tell when a happy person is hurt, if that makes sense. Or I don't know. I just feel like happiness is not something you can pretend. And it is what it is. That's why people can point out doing things to crush it. They know exactly when you're happy and that it don't take a yacht and money bags, whatever everybody needs to be happy. I'm on another level now. Y'all didn't hear my quote the other day? I said I don't dress to impress anymore. I think to blink. Okay? It don't mean that you don't still care and because people will. They'll judge that exactly. Your outer appearance. And they swore. Because they said some people be mugging like they have a mean look on their face, but they said people naturally tell them they look mean. But because I be listening to people with them kind of TikTok stories, I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. But if you smile too much, they can still say you're pretending you're happy. It's so weird. But if you don't smile at all, they like that person must be stressed. I've already heard people say this that they just be having a straight face and they normal day activities, everything they do. People think they're disappointed, upset. That's just their natural face. Like they say, no, I'm actually quite content. I'm happy, as happy as I could be. But you can't just judge that all. You can't. I don't want to. They did the psychology books in a way that for what people used to be. Now you got to do not new psychology books with how people are since technology and social media has been around, if you ask me, because people will try to hide their emotions, but there's just some emotions to me that you can't hide. I mean, that's like saying people shouldn't have emotions on social media. We know they do. When certain type of stories are released and things are circulated, I promise people be having emotions. That's what the comment section is about, honestly. But it's almost like they're trying to teach people the internet is not a place for your emotions. It's too late for that, don't you think? Some people have literally taken their own lives, bro, due to some stupid stuff they saw on social media. Whether it was a trend everybody was doing, because they got some of these dangerous trends too that have contributed to people trying these trends and then something happening to them. Hello out there in the chat. We love you guys. Guys, we got 4 days left. I thought I would make a last minute announcement about it. We have exactly 4 days left until the morning that I announce the raffle ticket winner of the Christmas basket gift set giveaway. Okay. You still have 4 days left. So that means all this weekend, I'm just gonna be checking my email to see if anybody was interested in the ticket, even if we don't get 3 or 4 people to buy one. That's the amount of names I'm gonna put in the drawing. Whoever wins it wins it. But we will be announcing the winner December 22nd, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. This way, I still have time to ship it to whomever, if that makes sense. We just ask that you email me. I left the information on our news feed today twice, okay? But I will be sharing it for the next 4 days because even if it's last minute, why not get a free last minute Christmas basket gift set? I wanted to pick the winner on the 22nd so that the winner can receive the gift by Christmas, but it's not promised that you will. I even saw this from experience that shipping is back. It's like super backed up right now. I know it is, or they're getting orders wrong. Don't even get me started. So I'm gonna do my best. I do know the winner will receive it by the 31st, okay? But I'm gonna cover the shipping and handling all of that stuff. You just buy your dollar raffle ticket, and I wanted to make it a price that anybody can afford. Now, you can only buy three max, okay, per entry. You say your username, what state you're from, and that you're interested in a ticket, and that's how I'm going to be announcing the winner by profile or username, okay? Most forms of payment are accepted, whether it's Zelle, PayPal, Chime. We're going to be able to accept it, so you don't have to worry about that, but you do have to pay $1 to get your entry ticket number. And if we call your number on December 22nd, all day on that day though, because I know people work at different times, so they might can't hear when I announce the winner. But that whole day I'll be announcing the winner. I'll just kind of do it like that, so that it gives the winner time to check back and see if they won. It's all gonna come in a Christmas basket sets. I know somebody out there was wondering that. I cannot tell you that. That's against the traditions of Christmas, okay? But feel free to share the basket. That's the point of us doing the raffle is to get a little more marketing and promotion going on with me starting the gift basket, the custom gift basket design again. So I just restarted this probably about 45 days ago, but for those that know, and that's what's crazy because I just kind of been a little hermit crab lately. For quite some time, it's been a minute since I did custom basket orders for people, but it doesn't hurt, guys. You can always leave a comment or a review because not all of my customers did I know personally. Even when I was doing custom baskets before, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Social media helped me to make money once upon a time because you could share your work right there. And if people wanted to inbox you, they were interested. And that's how easy it was. Things have changed. Things begin to change when people are playing with your business name, your entity name, your kid's name. It don't matter. But so I'm stepping out on faith. I'm going back into designing custom baskets for people that's interested. Yes, we're doing them for the Christmas season, but I want people to know I'm available all year long. But don't worry, we'll persistently share that information right here on the channel. And this was a reason I usually would keep a IG or something going because it's kind of hard to put yourself out there. I ain't gonna say it's hard because people know I'll still be old school. I'll do word of mouth about my own business in a minute. But you know, when you're in the wrong environment for that, people will stand from afar and hate on you for that rather than, oh, I see what that young lady doing. She's a mother, she's an entrepreneur. She got to talk to people. You feel me? You can't be with nobody really insecure when you off into working. You just can't be. You can't be with nobody insecure when you work for yourself, no matter what the work you do for yourself is. I'm talking about whether you're gay, whether you're straight, heterosexual couple, it doesn't matter. The relationship is not going to work out a lot of times when you, and it sounds stupid, I know, but when you work for yourself, and it does matter because the topic is kind of about only things tonight. Have I ever personally made an OnlyFans account? No, I can honest to God say that. But I did like go check it out before when it first became trending, I guess, or when everybody was hearing about it. Because you got to remember, you go to Google Play, it's a million apps out there, so you'll never know all of them. You'll just never know every app that exists. I don't care who you are. Might know a lot of them. You don't know all of them because it seems like they make a new app every day. So those ones that last, as far as the trend world, the ones that trend for a long time, like OnlyFans, I guess it's having a good run. It's still out there. People still use it. So I would say they're pretty successful. Like it's crazy because not every app just does success. It don't mean it have a lot of users every day, but some of these apps they damn sure do. Uh, but I don't know. I just thought I would speak up and get my reaction because they was kind of going in on Stacy Dash, this actress. For those that are familiar with that older TV sitcom, she was just like America's sweetheart. They described her back then. If America's sweetheart was just a black woman, she could be in the running of the top 20, right? But maybe every generation just naturally did have its own America's sweetheart, right? America's sweetheart never just has to be one race of woman. But yeah, they're kind of dragging her name right now. Not everybody, but they talking about how, oh, I mean, I don't know. The media just be nosy and kind of messy to me sometimes because they was like, yeah, she got her OnlyFans and it ain't doing well. Cause y'all know that lady is beautiful. Like, who is the lady I'm thinking about with the last name? Is it not Vivica Fox? The one that played in Are We There Yet with Cedric the Entertainer. What is her name? I know it's Vivica. What is that girl name? But yeah, to me, her and Stacey Dash always look, they kind of favor or look alike to me. Oh, Vanessa Williams, that's her name, y'all. I just think all women are beautiful, but I've never been gay a day in my life. And there's a first time for everything, but not for everything all the time. You feel me? But I know when a woman is beautiful. Period. And I'm a woman, and I know when I feel beautiful, there are women that tell me. You know what I'm saying? They tell me to the head. But Stacey Dash, is it Vanessa Williams, y'all? Yeah, Vanessa Williams. These are just used to be even back then, like two women. I feel like top 20. If America's Sweetheart could be a black woman, they was in the top 20 over there with them. But all different shades and races to me could have been, of different women could have been easily, easily back then considered America's Sweetheart, right? Like you don't have to be gay to know a beautiful woman. When you see one, it's okay. It has nothing to do with physical touch, sexual harassment, nothing. You're just looking upon a person like, wow, they're a masterpiece to look at. And I guess that's what apps like OnlyFans help people do, kind of have that more interaction. Once again, I have never personally experienced just like working on that app like I kind of do YouTube or something, YouTube or other platforms that I've used. But that one I don't know a lot about. But I know they make money on there like most streaming apps. If you get to so many views or whatever. Uh, and I think their rooms and chat rooms, because it was another one, I forgot the name of it. it ended with the word house. It's called, it's like some kind of chat room app thing. I'm just saying it for the record. I do not be on all, I don't be on all this stuff. I know it's out there. I just don't be having time. Like, mm or you just growing. Because once upon a time, I did have time for social media. Like, um, but even then, I was like just changing because you more not just on there for pleasure and stuff. It got to the point you ain't got to show your picture, video. You ain't got to put your name in the business. Your name ain't got to be but in the bottom right corner of your website. Like, it shouldn't be the main point. Like, everybody, this is my business. No, I had to learn that too, kind of over the years. Like, with everything you join or venture into or help with in life, no, you don't have to tell the whole world. If you want to privately donate $1 million to a charity without telling nobody it was you, you can do that. And it is still people that do it. Uh, but I don't see what's wrong with it. But yes, guys, that's what. Do not forget what we said about the raffle tickets. $1. Email us at Boos, BOOS, custom, CUSTOM, baskets, BASKETS. I believe it's the number 11 at gmail.com. Okay? Or if you are interested in placing a custom Christmas basket order, okay, that's the same email. Once again, don't worry, it's going to be posted in the chat section and in the comment section after I post this live feed. But I don't know if y'all can feel me about this. This OnlyFans thing versus the strip clubs and everything, both are platforms or places that people can make money legally. You feel me? So why would the women feel like now when people come in, they not really throwing money no more? See, long as people know it's already exposed. So why is y'all still going up there? I'm asking, I feel the dancers. I was just encouraging, like, why not? They're not in a profession where going on strike is against procedure or nothing. It's just never been heard of, right? Like, if they need to stand up and have more of a voice, let them women speak up too. I know all kind of people dance, not just women, but in those clubs. But we all know how it works. Y'all got them women in there dancing for free practically. They said people not throwing money as much as they used to. But I knew something was wrong. She said I knew something was wrong. It was a weekend. Because if you've been working it like that for a minute, same shift, same days, you know how it is. And she was saying it was really throwing money. I just think it's funny. Because like the only other story I ever heard like that was sometimes they just be hyping clubs up. They just be not the club itself, but they be hyping up like the dancers they got. And somebody else of a whole nother high class taste come through and just barely throw money or they leave early. That's not a good sign. It's saying they're not enjoying themselves. So it could be that too. Like, or the quality of the dancer still the same, but they letting them know we're not just gonna be up there dancing. Y'all ain't throwing no money. So I'm like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think this is gonna come down to? With the internet and social media and apps like specifically reserved for that, I guess, you really wouldn't even have to be in the club. You can dance at home. Still do your costume because I think a lot of them are already doing it. Or maybe that's what it is. Like, they probably these days get more money as IG models and all OnlyFans and dating apps than they do working actually in the clubs. We haven't really seen these kind of days before, but because people got more to pay for. Just recently, food stamps. People have to catch up, spend money in a place they didn't have the power for food, catching up, digging in savings, digging spending money they usually don't have to spend. We talking about just in the past 45 days, 45 to 60 days. Like, no, if food stamps just got cut back on, no, you probably haven't seen people in the strip club. And that is crazy. People say that it legally wasn't dire for them. They weren't one of the ones going to be hurt. Food stamps was cut off, but the strip club still sure said people was throwing less money. Like, it's crazy, bro. But it really was that fast, just with one switch. Like, even if it was an experiment, it was crazy to see a lot of people did get mad, kind of worried about what they do with that food. That's all. That's crazy, bro. To like, I don't know. It had kind of made people had a. It's one thing to have your different opinions on the internet, comment in the comments, but uh, when you're actually in person and you're trying to check your food out and it doesn't ring out, because some of them was recording videos like that, unless, because y'all know skits are real too, skits. But I feel like if you're not telling the people if it's a skit or not, that's still clickbait because you're leaving the people to wonder if it's true or not. So yeah, some stuff is still not credible. It's not a good, a reliable source. It can still look close. Like they have AI now, and I don't know anything sprinkle salt or pepper in is not original flavor or adding to the flavor. And when it's stuff like that, I don't even know what's what. Anyways, they thought that that's gonna tell the whole story, bro. Like, no, AI technology is not that old. It ain't even been here that long. Anything you can go back, okay, where did this come from? When did it come? And how did it affect the people? Like, you can still see that, bro. Anyways, if people they not saying that they're empty, like ain't nobody coming, it's that they're coming and you're not throwing as much money supposedly. I do think that's an interesting topic because that's always been probably a big money. Strip clubs, casinos, we know casinos because that's how they doing it is trying to win money. But a strip club, they're trying to do the same thing, bro. Let's say adult professional dancing clubs. I don't know. I need to find a better term. That's pretty much what they do, like just dancing or call it exotic professional dancing or something. So I was just gonna sit back and watch like where a lot of these girls gonna quit because sometimes them or people in that profession are some of the ones trying to convince you to come over there. So don't not in a forceful way or nothing like that. Like I'm saying with my experience, but at any time you could be just easily hanging out with a person in that profession and choose to do the same thing. Why? Because you're convinced? No, because you want to try it. Because we all know they say that with that profession it's like faster money or something. One night on a basic one night, you're probably making $300 to $500 easily. And people making that on part-time jobs, they got to work 2 or 3 days to get $200 or $300 type of deal. You making it in 1 hour type of deal. But that's I was just saying it's not right to hold any profession. Like let a person do what they want to do. Like, cause that's totally their choice sometimes too. Because they say that's one of those professions that once you get in it, it's hard to get out. They do say that. I don't know why, but they be like, be careful getting uh, professional dancing industry when it's in those clubs and places because it's hard. It's harder to just leave it alone. Maybe the fast money, the lifestyle, y'all know, but they do say that. Okay, so it's not hard to get out of it though if people are coming in not throwing money. Why would you keep now you just in there dancing? Ain't nobody that's like free labor. It ain't nothing wrong with them going on strike. Getting out there protesting, telling people, hey, I know the economy is hard for everybody, but if we gonna keep these clubs open, y'all gotta I mean, come on now. And she described they sitting there for hours and didn't throw no money, but they watched all the news. And they thought they could get close to him and touch him, and they not throwing no money. Like what? That's just getting ghetto. I would say it's not hard to step out of the life if the money is not there no more, or go the other direction like the other girls is doing. They IG models. They got all kind of models out here on TikTok now. They started TikTok store shops, whatever they call it, where you can sell merch and have stores and shop on TikTok. They got all kind of then just dance at home. Start dancing lessons. It show you that people are not used to growing, or people have felt forced into stagnant, repetitive cycles because one trade or skill could potentially grow you and grow you and grow you into other. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why a lot of girls that dance, they do other stuff. They don't just do that. You know, we're not talking about the responsibilities they might have with like kids and family and lifestyle. They might have other things going, like they're in school to be doctors, nurses. That's the point. You shouldn't be getting in it just to do it for the rest of your life. And you don't have a plan now. You could start a makeup boutique, other stuff with your money that you're making at the club. That way, yes, eventually now you're just into a business one. You ain't gotta be out there doing it no more. Some of them do have bigger plans and dreams as they get, or they think about it before they get into the profession. And I just say that's respectable. Where the people get stuck in is where I think it's sad. Because now you're like, oh, that's messed up. They're not throwing money in the club. Like, bro, there was a risk the whole time. Anytime the economy can change, and when it do, the people's money, the people, the consumers, the customers, the clients, and when their money is messed up, what do you think is going to start happening to your business? You can't get the feeling too greedy, like we want to take everything from them. That's going to begin to show. Now, then when your business is messed up, then what? Because the people don't have money. I've seen that already. They were saying that it seems to be more products in the store than usual around this time of year. Like people are not shopping as much this Christmas season. Like they say they still got stocks of TVs, bikes, stuff that's usually gone during Christmas. I'm like, are the people looking at this? They get like that, and you might have to put sales and deals on some of this stuff. Maybe that's what the people saying. Charge an arm and a leg for food, and then be doing it with the other products too. Like, come on, bro, people need food to survive. So, choose which prices you gonna go about. Because they say the stores are still kind of full of stuff that we usually be going during Christmas. So people ain't shopping like that. And so if they don't have it to do that in the store, why would they throw it at the strip club? I was just wondering. I'm gonna warm up my coffee. Not saying they should be in trouble or anything because they didn't throw money. I guess all you could do is put them out the club. I just think it's a funny topic though. It's like as funny as it is, it's really not. Because if we're seeing it in that industry already, what more so? That's a good thing. People are waking up. Or ladies, take it, there's just other ways. Like I said, you could do classes. You should be expanding your skills anyway, not just staying in the same spot in any profession you're in. If they're not trying to promote, elevate yourself. Tell them, hey, I gotta move I'm leaving the company now. I'm doing something else. I mean, and you don't even have to tell them what you're moving for. Some people do not get laid off or fired. The word quitting a job is real too. You feel me? But it's different reasons people end up having to do that. Of course, if you choose to switch to a whole other company or a different type of work or industry, yeah, you're probably gonna have to let. I mean, and some people keep multiple jobs too. So that's the thing about dancers. I told y'all I'm already advocating when I said that part. They do not just be out there doing. A lot of people that's into that type of work have other stuff going on in their life. It ain't all they. To even try to make somebody look like that is crazy. Like all you do is that type of certain work. Well, is something else going on? Because even dancers and people with what they do in their professional industry, legal industry, they have other lives. To say somebody just into their 24/7, okay, we need to check on them. What's going on? Because even dancers now, okay, they might go to school on the side. They got other stuff going on, bro. They wouldn't just be doing all that with their life 24/7. Trying to make people look like revolving doors and stuff. Everybody into those lifestyles is not there to get into trouble and run the streets. If it's legal to dance, bro, and that's what a person like to do, really, what can you tell them? Because there are places for that. Even professional teams that hire dancers, professional entertainers who need dancers on stage. Where do y'all think they find those people? All them people be having come to tryouts every time. Some of them might keep the same set of dancers, and you got to be good to even be hired for like a long term contract. They might just use you to dance at their one event. You feel me? It depends on how far you're trying to take dancing. And if it's, I just always thought that if it's just limited to like right there, the club, because they got high end clubs too. Even Cardi B showed women you shouldn't just be trying to stay stuck there. At least she went and got on the show and tried to. She knew she wanted to do more than that. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with you if you don't. But it's like you don't want to grow. You don't want to let that take you to. You make the devil man. They might make one make the devil man. Because once a person into their lifestyle, people don't say it this way, but that's the reason they say it's hard to get out of it. What are they talking about? Only the devil. Because why would it be a challenge if you make your mind up, okay, I did this for 2, 3 years, 5 years, now I want to go and do this. What's wrong with it? The only one gonna have a problem with it is the devil. Now you want to be a hair beautician. You saved up $1 million from being a professional dancer. So what? But at least you have that to show like you didn't just stay stuck there or you don't have the story to tell that, oh, I got trapped in that lifestyle. Because some people do. Some people, they don't end up doing nothing more. They just all the way to their 40, 50. I'm not mad at end up working in the club, like just because they got into the work one day. I think the same thing can happen once people end up starting to go viral, having a presence on there. Is it hard for them to detach? Like, is it the money that keep them on the internet? Like, let's really talk about it. Some people just like using like Facebook. It's absolutely free. but they still own it faithfully every day, bro. Like it's a job. Like people love social media and uh all this stuff. I think they love it more. It's already showing. Like they love it more than actual reality. Like it's crazy. They want to show every step of the way. And it's like, how people in my life? Well, you showing me every step of the way of the internet, idiot. I mean, why you can't just walk away from that? But like, if they have big presence and followings and stuff like that, you don't see them just like Mr. Beast. You're not gonna see him just easily give up his platforms and channels and internet presence. Not easily. Like, if anything, they're gonna sell it. Like, there's been shows on MTV, or I think brands like MTV, like different people buy it along the way. You know, that's even wiser than just walking away from it. Nobody would just do that. That's crazy, bro. But they steady be trying to make people, yeah, this person just walked away from all their talent they get. Yeah, they walked away from it. Oh, okay. Oh man. Like why would I'm just trying to understand. But when it's professions like stripping and stuff like this, the statistics is showing that, or when they're dancers for work or that type of work, and anything else going into that direction of type of work, why is it hard for them to walk away from that? You feel me? You want us to believe, oh yeah, once they get in the lifestyle, it's hard to walk away. Okay. But you want us to believe what other things people be having going on, they just walked away from it. It was nothing. They just said, yep, forget this music career. Forget this basketball contract, football contract. Unfortunately, I feel like some people do go through that. Like people really be working on it. Like, yeah, they just throw it in the trash. Like, come on, bro. No injuries, no what? They just walked away from their own passion. They walked away from their own desires. The devil is a liar. And if more of us wake up, because you know, how many stories have you heard of people be like, yeah, I wish I would have did this or that. I mean, it's not bad. It don't automatically mean you regret your decision in life. It just means that people had things that once inspired them because that's normal, because that's what happens with young people. Like, that's how it starts. What do you desire to do? What is your goals and stuff in life, you know? And just to make people suddenly look like they naturally, yeah, they just walk away from it. Maybe they can't make it look like you just walk away from it. So they have to make it look like it was something else that transpired in your life. And that's why you walked away from it. Drugs or some kind of close family related, you know, just something crazy, like some crazy circumstance. Because it got to be serious. You can't tell me that there's things that will literally make a person walk away from their destiny, they just, yep, just threw it in the garbage can. So we came to pick it up. Things like their whole purpose, their whole destiny. You know, we tried to tell them, you should hold on to it. You should hold on to those special things and endeavors and goals and stuff in life. I mean, some people will tell you, like, keep going, keep going, keep going. They'll encourage you. The whole time, it's the other saying, no, that person just did everything the same trades. You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't care. They walked away from their success. It's people that don't commit crimes at all that they have blamed it on. Like, what? Like, they tried to make Whitney Houston look like she walked away from her career for drugs. Like, who does that, bro? Honestly, it just be deeper stuff. Like, with me. Which she never fully walked away from it. But that's kind of like what you're doing. Start to put way more time into that habit than actually that work, because you could have made so much money. That's what we was talking about with OnlyFans. You could make so much money you never have to work again, or you start putting your money in places where the money is working for you. then you don't even have to be in the industry no that particular field of work. That's what I'm saying. It look like they don't mind getting you started with your first dream or two, but when you start trying to turn that dream or two into all these other different things, look at the pattern. It's like they don't want too many people doing it. Like just growing from, like I said, it's like they there for the systems. Like, oh, okay, you want to start this or that? We'll support you. But then the rest, if they start growing, like, oh, okay, you're growing too much. I say that's what happened with Tupac. He was trying to end a contract at one place, or pretty much kind of because he was probably helping make that label a lot of money. But with those kind of contracts, it's like different, as we know. You might, if you sign it for 5 years, they expect you to do the thing for 5 years. And only, I ain't gonna say only, that's why they gotta read those contracts. You don't see a lot of people sign to two, three, five labels at one time. They gonna do that one contract with that one company, because that's who they choose. They give you millions of dollars, you got what to put back into the brand now. These brands get creative, get a little leeway to show their talent and to show their mind and efforts. And then they're like, oh, I want to go do something different. But you already signed this contract. You see? And they might want you to finish the contract. And then some contracts just come with a bunch of BS. People should just say it. Sometimes that BS is not in the fine print. What you mean? It's like, hey, this wasn't supposed to be on the that. It don't say this when I sign up for an account that I will be going through this or that. On something, because they just be like, read your contracts. Sometimes you do read it, and you read the fine print, and the BS still wasn't in it. You know, life get real. But I think that's what be going on. Like, they probably just be having, make them suffer through the whole contract. Like, yeah, you get to do your talent, sing, be on stage, you get to have all of it, but it's not gonna come like now we get to just openly, finally, that's what we was talking about those humiliation rituals and stuff just the other night. Cause like, look at to me, Stacey Dash is going through it right now. She's another one. You can't say it ain't people business. It's that you're a star. They want people to know you're on fans, and like, not that that's bad, but you went from whole top Hollywood actress. You see what I mean? You have to be trying. It doesn't matter how high up you go. You have to continue to keep those venture ideas open. Like, not want to stay stuck in one place with what you are doing. Why isn't one contract working to open doors for you in other, like, or why when you want to start going to do your own thing like her, you go from top dog Hollywood actress to OnlyFans, but they were saying the reaction wasn't what people expected. I guess like she didn't really have as much of a following as she expected, and they actually wanted to put that out there. It's like celebrity media news. But yeah, they get on OnlyFans, they're going crazy because of the status. But they was just saying that it shows what she might be going through something like this, like they need the money. But if you know a woman like Stacey Dash don't need the money, what else could it be? Somebody else just wanted OnlyFans. Either way, I just think she's to this day a very, very beautiful woman. Think she would be able to get like more modeling deals or something with fashion, makeup. Like, not saying pretty privilege should be holding her and carrying her through her life. But it's not just pretty privilege as pretty as Stacey Dash is. It's like the connections that people know you have because you were a Hollywood star, bro. It's just
Why would you have to go to all these things? That's what the people wonder. Why would her own personal self choose to do that out of all the things? You see, it make you wonder, like, do this be them or just they be quick to say, oh, Stacey Dash on she on OnlyFans. How y'all even know that person right there? It's like when they was saying that Nicki Minaj was posting stuff about Cardi B, supposedly posting this post, which she probably did. But when I first seen it, my reaction was, how do they know that's actually that celebrity typing with their fingers saying what's on their page? Account hacking is real. And once they do that, they can post on that account profile like they're you, like it's the actual person. This one's original got strip clubs, you actually see that it's the real person, it's that person in front of you dancing. That's the experience. That's the point of the experience. There's no way to get catfish. You're gonna get what you see when you come in person. That is one thing you have to appreciate: the originality of strip clubs. What it gave humans with that experience, entertainers and the ones that actually pay for the entertainment. Because it's the same thing they're doing on OnlyFans and a lot of these other content platforms, content creation platforms. Those dancers, that is a art. Like that's pretty much like creating content. Because I'm sure some of them people being recording, like with their phones out. It ain't my business. But they want to get the most out of their experience, so they might be pulling their phones out, recording their time they're having at strip club. How many people do you see do that? With the internet, you don't even know if it's that person. That's where it's. They say it's undefeated, but it's not. They be like, the internet is undefeated. No, it's not. The internet is not undefeated, like I said. As long as we can't tell what people is on there, it's not undefeated. At least when you go to the strip club, you see what you're looking at. It's right there in front of you. But on the internet, even on live, like you can't trust it. They're like when they live stream, like how you know that person is doing everything in their own will, nobody forcing them to dance or do whatever they're doing. You can't just look at footage and think you know. But they chose to make that court and say the internet is undefeated. I'm not gonna believe that part yet. Cause they only say that because they know that they can sit here and edit and do all this stupid stuff to just as if a rumor and all that kind of stuff ain't bad as it is, the way it is. The internet can do memes about it, do all kind of stuff with the content. That's all I'm saying. So I see where it is a benefit plus to have it when even dancers are making less money. Okay, that means no matter how much you try to squeeze an orange, once the juice is gone, that's the thing about greedy people. They do not understand it, bro. When you squeeze the orange or lemon all the way out, it doesn't matter how much more you squeeze it, bro. Nothing else is coming out. Somebody gotta see it, you know? And I don't know, all you're gonna do is just cause more damage to whatever if that's possible, like because you trying to squeeze pretty much and there's nothing else there. You need a whole new system, a whole new orange or lemon after so long because you're gonna eventually squeeze everything that one has out of it. And that's the thing about a greedy person is trying to squeeze all the lemonade out of all the lemons and own all the lemon trees and own all the lemon seeds and keep the power like that. It's just crazy because you mess up your own power for squeezing. It's getting to the point where you're just squeezing what's left. Like, come on, man. If the people not throwing money at the strip club, they ain't got it right. I got it, but you done paid $1,000 for your hair, nails, costume, everything, the gas to get up there, your cover fee, and like they splitting up tips. You only made $25. I just mean it's time to get out of that industry because the gangster shouldn't have been trying to stay there forever anyway. But we know it's not always dating influence alone that keeps them there. I'm just saying we should point that out as much too. You feel me? Because why would you just be okay with, yeah, it's a hard lifestyle to get out of? How long have they been saying this? It shouldn't be. Any other job you want to quit, you just quit. And if and some people do quit, is what I'm pointing out too, for better opportunities. Sometimes you can't do both. It depends on what you're doing. Like, yeah, well, I done made 20K dancing, so I done met my goal. All right, y'all, I quit. Oh, what you gonna go do now? Oh, I'm gonna start a tent business because tent businesses do make a lot of money. I'm just giving an example. Like, yeah, you want to buy one? Like, what you quit? And you asking me, do I want to buy one of your products? It's bold, but sometimes it's. I say that it should be like that. Why you want that person in the same industry for 10, 20 years, bro? That's crazy. That's why you even see rappers, they do other things. Like, they might invest into famous football, baseball, basketball teams. They might start clothes lines, cologne lines, hair lines. You better do something. If you just focus only on that one fucking career, bro, as soon as something happens, you do not have anything else. Like, you don't, now you gotta constantly put yourself to depend on other people. Or with Stacey Dash's case, like they was trying to say, only things. But I personally, my reaction is I don't think, how y'all know she even made that account? That's what I'm talking about. You ain't never seen Stacey Dash have to do no OnlyFans, bro. A high class, top Hollywood actress who does happen to have, she's not full black, but she's black. Okay. So my reaction is, when have we seen this? Never. Be so quick to jump in, oh my God, girl, she on her own thing, she ain't making no money. That's even worse. That's like me trying to go get on there and I go hard on her, but I don't make no money. And people know my name, type of deal. Like, cause they know her name. Like, you say her name, they know who you were talking about. But that's why I just feel like that one right there, they gotta be fake celebrity. He was quick to jump in the trending comments and say, uh, oh, she's been losing it for years. Why? Cause she made a, y'all just been wanting to say it. Cause she made her OnlyFans. It was like, y'all know she been losing it for years. You ain't losing it. You don't see Britney Spears, some of these other ones that's just been out the way, just jumping on OnlyFans, bro. That's random. They be wanting to look like, oh, hey, it's a beautiful woman. You know, that's normal. Like, no, not with everybody. Some people, you hear OnlyFans associated with their name, you like, wait a minute, just because. And you can be as you can be as influential as somebody's biggest is about. It doesn't matter. If people who got their own fans, some like NLE Chopper or somebody, people actually don't be happy. They ain't gonna judge. They gonna say, what's the account name? Let me go follow him. They ain't gonna judge it just because of who they are. But it go both ways. There's some people that just gonna judge it just because of what they know go on the platform, the kind of people they be on there. Because every platform is different. So when you just try to throw anybody on anything, it is gonna matter with some things. Some people look at depending on what, like if it's TikTok or something, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Like just about everybody be on TikTok. Just about everybody do not be on OnlyFans. But look how they trying to They trying to turn it that way. Like, oh, it's just a normal social media site. Okay, bro. No, some people, if you see them on there, period, bro. People see them on there, people gonna say other things. That's what I feel like. When I first seen this about Stacey Dash, I was like, I think she just probably, y'all know how it goes. She probably made somebody mad or something and they put her classy up on it, bro. Does that mean she's perfect? Because y'all know she always played a cute sweetheart in most movies, like the hot babe type of deal. She was always like the hot girl in every movie, bro. Kind of like what the other girl, Megan Good or Megan Fox. Those like the foxes of every movie. You feel me? And you want us to expect that, believe she just threw herself on. Now I know they said this about other industry women, like maybe Krishan Rock, different people here and there, like that they had OnlyFans, bro. People didn't question it because they're more younger ladies. That's believable. It came out during a time. Do y'all know how old Stacey Dash is, bro? That's another reason why that stupid celebrity news is kind of like mm, somebody could have totally just took that lady profile picture and made a OnlyFans account and said it's Stacey Dash. Like, why would you start jumping to conclusions? Not that I have any reason. She's not like family to me, nothing. No reason for me to defend her. I'm just another fan. Which they'll probably ask me, do you know what she said about black people? I already heard about all that. It's still weird. We all know OnlyFans did not come out during Stacey Dash's time, bro. A lot of people that be on OnlyFans, it's older people on there. But why, after all of these years, was she just, oh, I'm gonna go make OnlyFans? Come on, bro. Oh, the influence. I had heard back then she was losing like contracts and influence with certain people because you cannot come out and publicly say too much of racist things when you uh, have a certain influence, or that's what happens. Like they was saying it. I'm saying I know that part. I remember that to be true. It was like if you say talk about a certain race a certain way publicly, even if you're standing up for the right thing. So it goes both ways. Look what happened to Martin Luther King. But also, if you say certain things that are derogatory, they don't play about that either. So it's like you can't win for losing. You've seen stars lose contracts and deals based off of things they said that were negative about people. You've also seen people lose deals and get banned from social media for actually defending people. I've seen it go both ways. So now it's hard to tell what's right, wrong. But I know that much. You can't just because you see a celebrity on OnlyFans, bro, do not mean that's their they sat there with their fingers and made their account. The same thing about Nicki Minaj. They was like, yeah, she posting all this stuff about Cardi B. I was like, boy, it's like they trying to make her look crazy, bro. They like she just be coming for artists and celebrities. And I'm like, bro, you have to ask yourself that question suddenly with a question mark. And you're supposedly coming for a certain rapper. Anyway, she probably was. But we gotta remember, sometimes people can have their accounts too and just be posting stuff and typing stuff like they do. Texting people and everything like they do. Uh, prank calling people. I don't know, it's stupid. Celebrities probably have to change their numbers like 10 times a month, bro. just my out loud inspiring thoughts about the new age of OnlyFans type apps and stuff like this. Are these places, these physical dance club places, losing money because people are making more money on the internet? Like, why come to the strip club when they can just pull up some entertaining content at home? But yeah, that's where the internet is not undefeated. People will always more prefer to come and see something like a dancer in person. For their bachelor parties, bachelorette party, blah blah blah. They don't want to watch no videos of no dancers. So the internet is not undefeated. People still like to see dancers in public. What do you mean? Like it's a whole different type of experience. Like either way, yeah, you might be paying. Cause look at how OnlyFans work. It's crazy. Either way, you can't hide that you're trying to see somebody dance, bro, or you're trying to see them a certain way. And that's why you can't just believe, even when you throw a celebrity up there, like, oh, this thing account. I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna follow. That's dumb, bro. Like, you know how many fake pages of celebrities there are out there? OnlyFans is the same way. Uh, all you can do is let them know, maybe, hey, I saw your content. Your person, bring it up to you, bro. They know, they know if they bring it up to you, you'll be like, what content? Because everybody is not the one that put themselves on there. That's what their OnlyFans should have been banned a long time ago. Once they saw that people could create artificial people and artificial videos, uh, how are apps like OnlyFans still safe, bro? Like you can just make a whole fake profile of somebody and be making money off of it. I wonder how many accounts they gonna bust doing that though. They straight like that. It's a form of catfishing because I told you people are still enjoying the in-person experience of people's company, like going on dates or going to the strip club where you actually see the dancers in public, or Hooters where you can look at the girls in there. That's what those kind of places are for. Bars and stuff. But you haven't heard no bars through any of this that's been going on in the economy lately. You don't hear too many bars on the news saying we're losing money because people still find money to drink somehow. Still go there. And there's beer at the store. There's no liquor stores. Like it's the personal experience that the internet is not going to be able to take from people. Like so, the internet is not undefeated. People still like to experience the presence, the one-on-one feel of like seeing people at the park or going in public. Like they actually do still enjoy that. Thank you guys for tuning into another live segment. I could go on and on and on about this topic, but I'm gonna let it go right here. Probably come back with a part two or something. Happy Friday. Happy early first week before Christmas to everybody. Replay the beginning of this segment for details about those raffle tickets. Email us at boozecustombaskets11@gmail.com. The raffle tickets are $1. We are going to pick a winner December 22nd, 2025 at 7 a.m. Mountain Time right here on our channel, but we will announce the winner that whole day. So it doesn't matter when you work or if you can't jump on YouTube to see if you were selected after you buy the ticket. We will keep that announcement posted and we're picking the winner on the 22nd so that we have time to ship basket to the winner before Christmas, okay? We're gonna handle the shipping and handling and all of that. All you gotta do is buy your dollar ticket. Only 3 tickets per entry are allowed, okay? 3 max. So you can heighten your chances by buying 3 tickets. It's just gonna cost you $3. Or you can buy one or two, buy for a friend or family member. It's still a great Christmas gift. That email again is boostcustombaskets11@gmail.com.